All right, y'all. So Nick Fuentes popped off. This is now roughly the 14th time that he turned on the Trump regime. I don't know how he can keep turning on them when he's already turned on them so many times. Like, he's basically doing the fucking hokey pokey with his political affiliation here. Let's start with this one. Not gonna lie, this one is kind of a big deal, though. Even though within 2 weeks he'll be right back to, you know, sniffing his fucking jock strap. At least for right now. Listen to this.
Thing has gone horribly wrong. All of those people, with some exceptions, were never Trumpers in 2016. Shapiro didn't vote for Trump in 16. Mark Levin was critical of Trump in 2016. Where were these people when the movement was actually born, when those pillars were in place? Now all of those people are in the center. The movement is something else now. And what we need in 2028, this is our last chance, we need in 2026 for this administration to be shut the fuck down.
Oh, shit. By the way, no, the regime was always that, bro. The regime, like, I don't know how people don't get this. His record has always been neocon bullshit. His record has always been warmongering. He increased drone strikes over 400% in his first term. He killed Qasem Soleimani. They tried to coup Venezuela. Like, the list of hawkish shit they did is endless. He hired every neocon in Washington, D.C. He increased the military budget every year. You may have projected onto him that, oh, I think he's going to be more anti-war. That was just wishful thinking. And now you're realizing it. Like, bro, we've been telling you that shit. I told you during the election, dog. Like, what the fuck? But now he's about to make it spicy.
The movement was actually born when those pillars were in place. Now all of those people are in the center. The movement is something else now. And what we need in 2028, this is our last chance. We need in 2026 for this administration to be shut the fuck down. What does this administration do other than cover up the Epstein files, embezzle money through government contracts, and bring us to war for Israel? This administration needs to be shut down immediately. Do not vote in the midterms, and if you do, vote for Democrats.
Oh, shit.
Fuck this.
Oh.
That is what the Republicans deliver.
Oh.
That is what our golden age looks like. The tariffs were refunded. The deportations were stopped. They wound down and withdrew the ice from Minneapolis.
No, they didn't. Oh, my God. He'll always say something that's like, that's right, and then it's just like, and then he just takes a massive wet diarrhea shit in his little Spider-Man undies that he's wearing. Yet it always goes back, fucking vote Democrat because Trump's not fascist enough. Bitch, what? The Democrats are going to be way less fascist than Trump is, so that makes no sense by your own fucking standards, but oh my God. By the way, hey, he finally said it. I was trying to fucking prod him to say this the last time we covered this, or one of the last 2 or 3 times we covered it. I was like, bro, just say it. Just say it. You think, I'm being really edgy by telling people, like, not to vote, bro. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's so edgy. Do the fucking thing that, like, what, 50% or more of the country does? Oh, I'm so edgy saying don't vote. No, say it. Say vote Democrat. I fucking dare you to say vote fucking Democrat. Let's hear it. Say that. Then the Groypers might actually, in a roundabout way, end up being a motherfucking force for good, okay?
Do not vote in the midterms, and if you do, vote for Democrats.
Yes.
Fuck this.
Yep.
That is what the Republicans deliver. That is what our golden age looks like. The tariffs were refunded. The deportation.
The tariffs were refunded. No, it would be great if people do get tariff refunds, but they're not. It's going to go to corporations.
Were stopped.
No, they're not. The deportations are continuing, and ICE is still a fucking Gestapo terrorizing people.
They wound down and withdrew the ice from Minneapolis.
No, they didn't. They're still there.
What does this administration do other than embezzle money?
True.
Go to war with Iran.
True.
And bury the Epstein file.
True.
Oh, and blackmail Harvard so they police anti-Semitism.
True.
And ban people who criticize Israel from being in America.
True.
This administration needs to be shut down immediately.
True.
It has forfeited its mandate. They promise no new wars. They promise mass deportations in America first. And we're not getting any of it.
Yeah, you're definitely getting the mass deportations. What the I don't know why he pretends like they're not doing what they're doing. Like Stephen Miller isn't a goose-stepping, zig-heiling Nazi like he is. He's a Jewish Nazi. That's what he is.
Wars. They promise mass deportations in America first. And we're not getting any of it. So shut it down. In 2026, shut it down. And our only hope is that in 2028, in the Republican primary,
actual Adolf Hitler comes back from the dead and he ends up winning.
Somebody will emerge who will actually put America first. I am not voting for the vice president and the secretary of state that brought us to war in Iran. I won't do it. 2026, shut it down. You got to burn the house down with them inside, metaphorically. And in 28, you better hope that somebody has a prayer to run the Trump strategy and do another hostile takeover over the GOP. Otherwise, I'm going to become a Democrat. Like, at that point...
Groypers, you heard him. Y'all better go get registered right this second. Y'all better join the DSA. Let's go, bro. Look, all you have to do is drop the racism and the sexism and the fascism and the imperialism. All you have to do is support Medicare for all and free college and a living wage and ending the wars and a Green New Deal and ending the corruption and social democracy. All you have to do is say, hey, I'd like to make more money and have more paid vacation time and believe in equality. I'd like to do that. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is become a decent person, and then you're good, bro. That's it. That's it. Bury your past. Yeah, you were a 4chan shit-posting Nazi. Whatever. You were 14. You were going through some shit. Your girlfriend broke up with you. Whatever it is. But, hey, the head guy now is saying vote Democrat. The head guy now is saying vote Democrat. Who am I to tell you what to do? That's all I'm saying. Who am I to tell you what to do? There are clips of Kamala Harris saying Trump's going to take us to war in Iran. Turns out she was fucking right. There are clips of Kamala Harris saying she's going to deploy the military against you in your own streets. Turns out she was fucking right. It's all right. Hold that big fat juicy L and say, I'm sorry for voting for this fucking psychopath or supporting this psychopath, and just say the magic words. Turns out Democrats are objectively better, okay? But wait, we got another one here. Let's listen.
Whether we, the people, are still in control. Is this a government of, by, and for the people? Do elections matter? Does the popular will matter in our representative democracy, in our republic? If we vote to repudiate a policy, a foreign interest group, a special interest group, repudiate a particular agenda, and we get that agenda anyway, that war, those people, regardless, what does that say about the political state, the actual true political reality of the United States of America? If anything, it just verifies what Trump said from the very beginning, which is that we are no longer in control.
This is such fucking cope. Throw your hands up. It doesn't matter who we vote for. We always get the same shit anyway. That is such fucking cope. And Nick knows that's fucking cope. If Al Gore, who won the popular vote, by the way, and he lost the Electoral College because of all the fuckery going on in Florida, look into that a little deeper. But if Al Gore had won, guys, there wouldn't have been a war in Iraq. There wouldn't have been a war on terror. It wouldn't have happened. He might have even been able to prevent 9/11. There was a memo put on Bush's desk that said Bin Laden determined to attack within the U.S. that Bush fucking ignored. Okay? So if Al Gore was elected, he won the popular vote. He should have won the Electoral College. If he was elected, there wouldn't have been a war on terror. There wouldn't have been an Iraq war. There wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been a torture scandal. There wouldn't have been Abu Ghraib and Guantanamo Bay. They probably would have handled the subprime mortgage crisis and the Great Recession much better when it initially hit, right? But imagine a world where from Al Gore and on, it was nothing but Democratic candidates who won. Imagine that world for me for a second. It's that fucking meme where you're in that beautiful futuristic city with the sun shining and the sky bright blue and everything looks perfect. If you just take from Al Gore and on, never mind, we can go back further, Ronald Reagan and shit. From Al Gore and on, if it was just Democratic presidents, don't pretend like everything would be equally bad. It motherfucking wouldn't. If Kamala was in office now instead of Trump, it wouldn't be this bad. She wouldn't be massacring innocent fishermen from Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela, 130 of them, going total psycho mode. Where the Pentagon is just killing innocent people. She wouldn't have kidnapped Maduro in the middle of the night and stolen hundreds of millions of dollars in Venezuelan oil and put it in a personal bank account. That wouldn't be happening, okay? Let's stop with this false equivalence nonsense. It's not true. She wouldn't have taken us to war with Iran. I'm sorry. If you think everything would have unfolded exactly the same and we'd be at war with Iran and it would look like fucking this, you're out of your goddamn mind. It's not true. None of it is true. So this is the cope that these people fall back on. When caught, they retreat to enlightened centrism it doesn't matter who you vote for, the same shit always happens. No, that's not true. I have many criticisms of the Democrats. They have fallen short of my standards in many ways, and I've called them out when they do fall short of those standards. I've been critical when you should be critical, like Biden arming and funding a fucking genocide, right? But stop pretending like everything is exactly equal and exactly bad on both sides. It's just not the case. But having said that, all the groypers out there, you got your marching orders. Plain and simple, vote Democrat. You didn't hear from me. You heard it from your own leader. And he couldn't have been more clear. He couldn't have been more clear there. So now you know the actual edgy thing to do. The actual look at me, bro. I'm different, bro. The way to do that is to vote Democrat. And now you see everything fucking Republicans touch, they turn to shit. Every single thing they touch, they turn to shit. It always has been the case. It always will be the case. No matter what they say, they're always representing the Epstein class. They're always giving tax cuts to the billionaires. They're always launching new wars. They're always serving Wall Street. They're always cutting the social safety net and kicking millions of people off of their health care. I don't care what the fuck they say. That's what they all do. It's that simple.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.